I knew there would be at least 4 more spaces. You didn't think this game had like 4 robot masters only. You knew there were gonna be 8. You knew that. You knew that. Anyway, hello everyone, and welcome to part 3 of Mega Man 7. Welcome to Big Eddie's. I'm Otto, Dr. Light's #1 student. Unfortunately, I've lost one of my bolts, and so I have a couple of screws loose. If you find my Hyper Bolt, I would appreciate it if you bring it back here. Anyway, I'll try my hardest. I'll make items out of any other bolts you may find. So, here's the shop. It's called Big Eddie's. If you press the select button on the main, on the stage select screen, then you can access this shop. Now, I'm only buying a couple of items to demonstrate something. I only bought this extra life to demonstrate what happens if you don't have the Hyper Bolt. That doesn't really get triggered often. You don't really see an item falling on Otto's head every time. It's a little bit it might be a little bit complicated to trigger the sequence. You just gotta wait it out, be patient, and don't let it get to a point where you just wasted all of your bolts either. So here we are back at Frostman's stage. What I just did was use the freeze cracker to I guess that robot while it's raining, and it turned to snow. Now we can see all the invisible platforms that we didn't get to see before. Which means we're able to head up here now by equipping... Wait. Right here I'm actually trying to get as many bolts as I can. I'm not trying to drag it out. Basically I'm trying to show you how you can grind for as many bolts as you want. So we're just gonna get Rush Coil, we're gonna head up here. There's a 1-up right here if you want to get it. I wasn't sure if I was going to miss my jump. But we got the U parts for the Rush adapter. So now, what we're gonna do is pause the game, head to the right menu, and then exit. Now, for some reason, out of inconsistency, although you can toggle between weapons by pressing the shoulder buttons, for some reason you can't toggle between rush adapters unless you pause the game. You still have to pause the game to equip the whatever rush adapter you want. And that's how you get the S part in Junkman's stage. Now from here on, it's just pointless footage that could have been edited out. There's really no point in showing you what I'm about to show you, just a waste of time. So you could actually skip. You could actually skip this part if you want. Or if you just want to watch for whatever reason, that's cool too. Well, yeah, yeah, it's good to be back making YouTube videos. A lot has happened in the past almost 6 months. Oh, never mind. I recently just graduated from high school, so yeah, I'm officially a high school graduate now. So now we're gonna go against Turbo Man. This is probably one of my least favorite stages in the game. I mean, it's alright, but I still don't like it. For one, we have this big rig right here. It's a very deadly big rig. It has a Joe Robot in it. A Joe Robot controlling it. Now, I don't think you really have to take... Oh, actually you do. Forget what I was about to say. These guys are basically just med tools inside of cones. And they're very annoying because they jump and then they shoot 3 shots at you. So right here you want to be extra careful because those tires right there will push you, will either push you back or they'll push you forward. Either way, you could possibly land in those spiky wheels back down there, like I almost did, and it will kill you. So be extra careful here. Just gonna slide my way through here. Don't fall down there. It will take you somewhere else. For what it was worth, I would have rather taken that hit by one of these guys instead of falling down the spikes and dying. But anyway, now we're gonna talk about Turbo Man. According to his database, he is a battle robot modified from an automobile. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? So if we go through here, I recognize that whistle anywhere. It's Proto Man, again. Mega Man, have you collected the R, U, S, and H circuit plates? Cool. But remember, the Super Mega Man armor is too bulky to allow you to slide. Very important information. Good luck, Mega Man. I'll see you later, if you survive. And that was our second encounter with Proto Man. We're gonna meet him later on, but not at the moment. What did you find, Rush? Okay, while Rush is digging, let me continue talking about Turbo Man. He also has a cutting-edge car stereo system installed. And we just got ourselves a big bolt that equals to 100. 100 bolts. I'm probably gonna die here. Actually, I am gonna die here. So, yeah, this part actually really sucks. Like, it's really hard to memorize the patterns. And this also seems very familiar to Mega Man 2. A nice little throwback, but a lot easier. His quote, "Don't get carried away, baby." Good point, quick on his feet. Bad point, low mileage. Oh wow, he has low mileage. So he can't really go that far, I guess. He likes straight stretch. He dislikes Burst Man. I wonder why. Oh well. So here we have this big rig that just got wrecked and stupefied. Just look at his face. Look how retarded he looks. That's gonna be a nice thumbnail. So after all of that, we finally reached Turbo Man. No need for any weapons. So, Turbo Man's weapon of choice is the Scorch Wheel. And as its name applies, the Scorch Wheel will actually scorch the crap out of you if you let it touch you while it's in the wheels. But eventually, once the wheels decide to tire out, they will split, and then they will just turn into regular flames, which burns you a lot less. At this point, he's just gonna... I mean, for some reason he keeps on driving. Yeah, this is basically what all that Turbo Man does. I thought I was gonna suffer right there. I thought I was gonna get hit right at the last minute. But I'm glad they didn't. I'm glad they didn't do that for this game. That would have really made me angry. The Scorch Wheel launches a flaming wheel, right? Yes, and the wheel may also burn the things it touches. So now we can use the Scorch Wheel in the following level that we'll be going to. But yeah, although we've got four new Robot Masters now, one that has just been defeated. Oh, now it's time to fight Slash Man. Go against Slash Man. Go through Slash Man stage. Man, I suck. Yeah, 4 new Robot Masters basically means a whole new cycle, meaning that you don't really... Meaning that the previous 4 weapons that you've collected from the first 4 Robot Masters aren't very useful against the other ones. That's basically what that means. So yeah, Slash Man's Slash Man stage is basically a jungle stage, a metallic jungle stage. Oh, are you freaking kidding me? Did that really just happen? Oh, that was terrible. I just have rocket missiles circling around me, homing missiles circling around me, and we've got jumping dinosaurs. Cool. Here's one robot that can't even be affected by spikes when they land on them. But it's still faster. But we really need... Well, what we want is this E-Tank. So I'm just gonna head up here. Go this way. It doesn't matter which way you go, you're gonna have to go against this Sniper Joe. Because it... Yeah. Danger, danger. We've got a dinosaur on the loose. And he is ready to shoot. Because he doesn't even bite. but he still burns. Now this is actually kind of annoying, because he just keeps on shooting from his belly, I assume. So what you want to do is just keep on shooting it at his mouth. If you hit anywhere else, it's ineffective. So now I'm going to talk about Slash Man. But first, before I get to that, we're going to need to use the Scorch Wheel in this area, because it burns down trees. And it also burns down these metallic beehives. And here's the Super Adapter. Unfortunately, we can't use this for sliding while sliding. The game won't allow that. It's too overpowered. There's Beach. He's trapped. All you have to do is full power charge shot at the cage he's trapped in. Now, Beat is actually used for something different this time around. If you fall into a bottomless pit, Beat will pick you back up. Let me talk about Slash Man right quick. He is in charge of the dinosaur unit. His mobility is too high for his comrades to catch up with. His quote, "Claw me and I'll claw thee." Good point, lean and wild. Bad point, sticky-fingered. He likes vegetables, he dislikes nail clippers. Those claws right there are giving me Wolverine vibes all over again. And I died. Yeah, that was fast. That was fast. In this case, however, Slash Man's weakness is either the Freeze Cracker, or you can even use the Scorch Wheel. But either way, I would recommend actually using the Freeze Cracker, because it freezes him. The Scorch Wheel will just burn him, but it's hard to aim with the Scorch Wheel. I mean, the Scorch Wheel is a hard weapon to use, because it's not like all the shield weapons that we've seen before in other games. I forgot to mention that with the Freeze Cracker, you can actually aim in any direction that you want. You can aim at the floor, you can aim upwards. Either way, if it hits a wall, it will split in three, and they'll go in the opposite direction. So yeah. And that's it for part 3. I will see you guys in part 4, for we will continue with Mega Man 7. Oh, and also we got the Slash Claw, which is a very limited ranged weapon. It's a melee weapon. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty useful weapon. I mean, like Dr. Light said, it's a short range weapon, so yeah.